question I've been getting commonly recently has been on how does social media affect trading performance and impact trading. I wanted to do a video covering this because I think it's such an important concept or such an important topic to talk about. I know for me personally, I've had huge impacts, huge negative impacts and also positive impacts from social media and all these types of things on trading performance. So I want to share some ideas on this. Now, first and foremost, if this is the first time checking to the channel, first and foremost, welcome. My name is Pat Bayluni and I'm the founder of Master Your Trading Mindset, which is an education and performance coaching business. And we help traders all around the world overcome their psychological challenges and help them achieve funding goals. If it's the first time checking the channel, make sure you go into the description below and download the Bulletproof Your Mindset tool. It's completely free and it'll help you overcome psychological challenges and make better decisions. Now, when we talk about social media and its impact on trading, you have to keep in mind that it's a double-edged sword, social media. There's going to be both a positive and a negative impact. And I'm going to share some stories or some principles or some ideas from my own personal experience and also the experience of some clients. I know for me personally, social media has enabled me to connect and learn from multiple different people relatively easily, relatively affordably as well. Social media allows us to connect and it allows us to get access to information that without social media wouldn't so readily be available. So the first thing I'd love to share here is that it's not necessarily the social media, it's how you use social media. And social media is a very balanced tool. It has advantage and it has disadvantage, but we can, just like we can stand in front of someone else and we can compare ourselves to them and compare our results to them and beat ourselves up because we don't think we're as good as this individual, we can do that in front of someone else. We don't need social media to have those negative effects. So like we're going to discuss, there are both advantages and disadvantages to social media, but at the end of the day, it's just a tool. It's about how we use that tool. Do we use it to our advantage? Do we use it effectively? Do we use it efficiently? Or do we just stay on social media and compare ourselves to other people and beat ourselves up as a result? First and foremost, what I'd love to say is that it's important to structure it into your life and use it wisely and use it to your advantage. It's first and foremost important to know where you're currently at in the journey as a trader or whatever you're doing. It's important to know where you would love to go, what are the goals, what you would love to achieve in the next year or so. And then it's also important to know the action steps that will allow you to go from where you are currently to where you would love to be. And for example, if you're in a stage of your trading now where you want to learn as much as you can and you want to take on as much information as you possibly can and put that into the top of the funnel before you filter that through, the most important thing is exposing yourself to multiple different styles, multiple different teachers, multiple different education and information that you possibly can get your hands on. This is where social media is extremely useful. You can use it to connect with people, join communities, or learn on YouTube. There's so much free stuff on YouTube, or learn from multiple different people, and that is extremely accessible and that is extremely affordable because of social media. And what I always encourage, as you've seen in previous videos, to learn as much as you can, far and wide, and put that into the top of a funnel, a metaphorical funnel. And once you've learned as much as you can at the top of that funnel, you can then start to filter that information based on your personality, based on your risk tolerances, etc. Find something and create something that works for you. But initially in the journey, I think social media is extremely useful because it gives you accessibility to learn as much as you can, very quickly, very easily, very affordable as well. Once you've got into that stage of learning far and wide, and you've got a lot of information, you've got a lot of notes, you've got a lot of ideas and principles and strategies, it's now about going through and, like I said before, filtering that information through a funnel to then create a system that works for you. And it's about then taking that information, having the market there that you've back tested, having all your data there that you've found in the back tested data, and then you want to go through that information and create a system, a trading plan, a step-by-step plan that works for you. This allows you to identify your entries, your management, your risk management protocols, etc. What you want to be doing is you want to be filtering that information down to create some sort of system that works for you. For a very limited time only, I've opened up a free trial for the 12-week program. Now, this is my signature program that I've synthesized everything I've learned over the last 6.5 years in my own trading journey, in my studies of human behavior and psychology, working with hundreds of traders one-on-one and having thousands of traders come through my programs. This is the complete A to Z on trading mindset mastery. It's going to help you overcome your psychological challenges. It's going to help you get funding funded or continue to scale funding or continue to hold on to your funding. It's going to help you go off and accomplish great things in your trading and in your life. For a limited time only, I've opened up a free trial. So if you haven't been part of the 12-week program already, make sure you take advantage of this free trial. It's going to be a mind blower. I look forward to seeing you in there. Now, when you're in that stage of creating that trading plan for yourself, or once you've created that trading plan, I think personally going onto social media and comparing yourself to other people or having a look at the results of other people and comparing those to your results is completely silly and counterproductive, because once you've got the information, and once you've created a system that works for you, you have to keep in mind that other people are trading systems that may not work for you, and other people are trading things that may not be sustainable for you, and other people may be trading things that just may be completely out your risk tolerance. So then comparing yourself to other people, which is very easy and very accessible to do on social media, becomes counterproductive once you know exactly what it is you need to do. And once you've created that system, once you've created that trading plan, all it becomes day to day is going to the market and executing on that system day to day, and doing that relentlessly and flawlessly, and using things like the Bulletproof Your Mindset tool to ensure you have balanced, realistic expectations going into positions. But once you have that trading plan there, it's about putting your head down, putting the blinders on, trading from a desert island, as some like to say, and not comparing yourself to other individuals. Because this is where I've seen, especially in my personal journey, where assuming you know what you need to do now, got the trading plan, you've got the system, being in communities and being on social media and using those things counterproductive by having a look at how other people are trading, or having a look at the monthly results of other people and comparing those to yourself, is, in my opinion, just silly. And once you know what you're doing, why go off and compare yourself to other people? I think the best thing you can do is have a look at the standard at which people operate and use that as a benchmark, and then go off and do 2, 5, 10 times, set a higher standard for yourself, and then go off and execute on that and focus on that. But once you've figured out what works for you, once you've set your own standards, once you know exactly how you're trading, being on social media and comparing yourself to other people, in my opinion, is counterproductive. And staying in communities just to compare yourself to other people, in my opinion, is counterproductive. Because what's going to happen is you're going to look at other people's results, you're going to beat yourself up, but you have to keep in mind you're not comparing apples for apples in that situation. You have a system that works for you long-term, consistently, sustainably. If you're going to compare your results to someone else's, someone else may have had a very unsustainable month. They may have not had the time to do other things that you've done in your month, but you're comparing their results to your results. You may end up changing something in your system that would negatively impact your long-term results. So I think once you have a system, don't compare your results to other people. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean you get off social media completely. That doesn't necessarily mean you leave communities completely, although that may be what you choose to do, but you want to be using it productively. I think once you have a system, it's still smart to learn from other people and still be open and teachable to continuing to find new ideas that better your system and refine your system, but do it very sparsely and do it very carefully, that you're not changing something that works because you think you could be getting better results elsewhere. So this is my whole spiel on social media and how it impacts trading performance. I think trading, the social media isn't the thing to blame. It's just a neutral tool. It's just all about how you use it. I think it's wise to use it to learn initially, but then I think once you have your system, it's sometimes smart, especially when it comes to trading specifically, to isolate yourself and trade like you're on a desert island. I know for me personally, I don't really have any influences to my trading on social media and communities. I do my own thing when it comes to trading, but on social media, I obviously connect with other great traders and continue to learn. But I find a lot of the conversations we have now aren't over trading technicals. They're about mindset things. They're about lifestyle things. They're about other things outside from the technicalities of trading, because that I already know what needs to be done according to my plan. Hopefully this was useful. Again, we cover the A to Z in my 12-week program. We talk about the goal setting, the trading plan. We talk about the managing of emotions, fear and greed. We talk about, in week 9 in particular, it's a gold mine, taking people off the pedestal so we stop comparing ourselves to them. We give ourselves permission to just focus on our own journey. So hopefully this was insightful. If it resonates with you, check out the 12-week program. It's a mind blower. We've got links in the description below, but I look forward to seeing you all in the next video.